Hi everybody, welcome to Dancingluna Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Libra. Just put my glasses on so I can see. I'm getting old, I'm telling you. Okay, love reading for the sign of Libra. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a different spread today, just for the fun of it. We're going to do something a little different. This is for Libra and whoever it is that you're thinking about as you sat down to watch this reading. This is a general reading, so this will not resonate with everybody, and that is okay. If it's not your story, it's not. Just take what you need and leave the rest. Okay. It's going to shuffle a couple more times. Libra. Okay, all right, Libra. So, just want to get a little more information on your person. Okay, so let's see, Libra, how your person comes across, like what their attributes. Your person might be like a little bit impulsive, a little bit on the impulsive side. They may be a little bit of like a fast mover, a person who sort of rushes into things. They also are probably like a person who moves with a lot of passion. You know, this is probably a very passionate person. This might be a very attractive person. But I would say like high on the chemistry side is what you're like what you see when you look at this person. So I feel like this person also comes across, Libra, as super intuitive. I don't know what type of sign you're dealing with. I'm not saying that other signs can't be intuitive. For some reason, water sign is tapping in here, but it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign. But I feel like whoever you're dealing with comes across as a very sort of spiritually knowledgeable person. This may be a person who's like on a I don't know. This is just a person who's like very developed in the realm of you might tell me that this person is highly spiritual or highly intuitive, empathic, maybe even psychic, right? So in terms of this relationship makes this person feel very balanced in their head and their heart. With temperance here, this person, they feel a potential of like balance in this relationship. This might just make them feel like sort of on this relationship might be helping them to level out their impulsivity a little tiny bit. Just get a little bit more information. Oh, this person feels really warm about this connection. Yeah, they feel balanced. They feel their feelings about you are just very warm. Like they look at you and they see success. You know, they look at you and they see success. What is going on with, it's like you light this person up, you know, it's like when they get around you, they feel warm inside. This is probably where this passion is coming in. You probably make this person feel really passionate. Okay. You might be, you know, it's like you want this thing to take off. It's like you have a lot of desire here for this thing to take off. I think you want to learn more about this person. I think this person might fascinate you. I feel like you've got this pentacle in your hands and you're just looking at it like, oh my God, this is so cool, right? But it's almost like this is this connection. I feel like this person might be fascinating to you, Libra. But I feel like you want to manifest this thing. You want to get this thing off the ground. You have a desire to get this moving, get this going. Yeah. It just seems like this is the manifestor card, the magician. I feel like you might be trying to like figure out the ways in which you can get this to move in a successful direction, right? Potential health of this relationship is that it's got a potential to be really abundant here. I don't know. It's like if you've got a manifestor and an intuitive together, that can be a really powerful combination. So I feel like this has the potential to be a really strong, stable, passionate connection here. Like that this relationship just has the possibility to, this is almost like an empressy energy. So it's like this has the potential to be really fulfilling for the both of you, Libra. This is really nice, but what's the roadblock? Is that I don't know if the both of you in the mutual energy might be a little bit messy about emotions, a little bit overly emotional, or if like one or the other of you is like a little bit overly emotional. It would make sense if your person is sort of impulsive and passionate at the same time, that they may just be like have a lot of emotions going on. But I feel like there might be a little bit of emotional chaos going on. It could just be that there's so much emotion bubbling under the surface that this is sort of like causing a little bit of, I don't know, there's not really a lot here to talk about turmoil, there's not. But Queen of Cups can talk about, if we're talking about a challenge here, like what the challenge is in this relationship, then that would speak to being a little bit too emotional. So I don't know if that's you or if that's your person, your story, but and you'll know if this resonates as a challenge for you in this relationship, or if that's kind of what your person brings to the table. Sometimes empathic people can be very emotional because they feel every single thing. So this person might have a lot of intensity for you. So that might be part of the challenge. I don't know if this is in your person's weakness. I don't know if your person is like spending too much time working, focused too much on work. If they just are like breaking their back at working really hard, and that might be like kind of their part of their downfall. It's not the worst thing in the world, but if it's to the detriment of their peace, this person may just have a need to like scale it back a little bit on how much they work. They may have a tendency to like throw themselves into their work like on such a level that it's just like all consuming, right? So I don't know if this affects communication sometimes, but that's a possibility. All right, and then in the weakness in the relationship, okay. There may be a tendency here on one side or both to get an idea of like how you think things should be and hold on super rigidly to that idea or that ideal. So there's some advice here for you or for your person or for both of you even to loosen the grip on when it comes to outcomes, and let things flow naturally. And if you can let things flow naturally, it's kind of like all your desires and wishes will kind of flow to you. It's like in holding on, and we try to like force things sometimes, and that kind of inhibits an ability for things to flow as they should. So I would say there's a little advice here to loosen the grip on whatever it is, whether it's the when it comes to fear of outcomes, or whether it could have to do with money. I don't know if because your person's such a hard worker, if they have a tendency to hold on really tight for money in the pursuit of their dreams. But there's some indication here for that this could be a challenge in the relationship. So there's a call here to loosen the grip on something, loosen the grip on the energy of something. So there's a need here to let things flow more freely. If there's any fear here, let it go. You know, anything that you hold on too tightly to will naturally repel away from you. So I would say there's advice here to let things flow freely. Let go of any fear of outcomes about how things are going to turn out, whether this is going to work out, whether this is not going to work out, and just let it flow. Let it flow freely. That's the advice here. Okay, the strength in the relationship is that this has a potential to you guys, again, you have a potential to really build together something here, something really stable, something really organized. There's an indicator here of healthy boundaries in this relationship. Okay, this is like this is where I would say there's not like one or the other of you really stepping on each other's toes when it comes to boundaries. There's like a respect here for where the line is. That's a real strength in this relationship. I think that this is two people who really know where their borders are, what you know, what they will tolerate and what they won't tolerate. This card always speaks to me as healthy boundaries, the Nine of Wands. Sorry if I'm holding this too close and out of the view of camera, but I'm just trying to connect with the energy here on this card. But there's a lot of potential for growth here, and this is where this person has been through a hard time, right? But they've done a lot of work to build up their wall here. But this can be in terms of like building structure. This can be in terms of building, you know, just building a foundation. So this is where a lot of work goes into building things in an organized way where there's not a lot of room for BS to get through the cracks. So I like this if we're talking about the strength of the relationship, right? And then the potential outcome you have here is the Star card. This is like, what better potential outcome could you have? This is like a wish come true. So I think that this speaks to there being a real potential here for a sweet outcome. This may be something that you both have been like wishing for a really long time, and this just may be a time for something to go right for the both of you for once. You know, this is, I think that you both bring a lot of balance here to each other. I think that there's a lot of beauty here. The only advice here that I think needs to kind of be heard is keep your emotions in check. If you're feeling a little spinny and out of control with your emotions, just, you know, dial it back, do a little meditation, get yourself, you know, calm and centered. And, you know, if your person's receptive to hearing that advice, you might want to recommend that they kind of do the same. And just work on letting go of holding on to anything too tightly, you know, where there's any kind of impulse to latch on and cling on and go into fear, let that go. Just let that go, and remind yourself that what is meant to be yours will flow to you effortlessly, and what is not meant for you will flow away, and let it flow away effortlessly. And I don't see that this is flowing away from you by any means, but sometimes we can impede the things that are meant to flow to us by holding on to what the picture of like what we think it should look like. So there's some advice there to be heard, but this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. All right, so that's your reading. Hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And, you know, I really appreciate your support, and I appreciate you coming out and receiving this reading today. And I'm really happy to be connecting, you know, through the readings with everybody out there. So thank you so much for showing up and receiving this reading today. All right, take care.